Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual video. So as you can guess, this is my predictions for the Best Picture. Now, it's not what I think will win Best Picture. This is my predictions for the 9 films that are going to get nominated for Best Picture. Why 9? Because the last 2 years it's been 9. The last time 10 films have gotten nominated for Best Picture was when it first happened in 2009. So I don't think that it will happen. So that's why I'm playing it safe with 9. So again, this list is my prediction of the 9 films that will get nominated. And instead of just listing it in alphabetical order and then going to my ranking of it, I'm just going to give it the way I rank each film. Now, again, this is me predicting everything based on the Golden Globes and all the other award ceremonies that have been going on. So keep that in mind going into this. So again, starting from number 9 to the least likely film that I liked personally to the film I liked the most. So let's get started with number 9. That is Bohemian Rhapsody, or what I like to call Generic Rhapsody. This is a film that, yes, it has a good performance, but the film itself, I've seen better. Number 8 is a film that it's got a great score for sure, but everything else is just all right. That is Black Panther. I can see this definitely get nominated for score, costume design, sound, visual effects. Unfortunately, I think the visual effects personally aren't good in that film, but it's going to get a lot of buzz and it's going to get a lot of awards. So just bracing myself right now. This is definitely a ceremony where it's going to be films that, you know, win awards that I'm not going to be too happy about. So I'm already preparing myself for that. So number 7 is a film that a lot of people love, a lot of people. I think it's all right, personally. It's A Star is Born. Film that has great performances for sure, but it's got a story that seems a little bit too much like it's trying to riff off $1 Million Baby with an ending. Didn't gel too much for me. And I saw it twice, second time, because my significant other wanted to see it. So, number 6 is a film that I honestly want to rewatch. I'm not going to lie. I want to rewatch this film because I liked it, but I feel as though with Alfonso Cuarón's films, rewatching them definitely helps enhance the viewing experience. And that is the case definitely for Roma. I think it's a good film. It's got some great cinematography, but it didn't work totally for me. And that's why I want to rewatch it. I still gave it a 4 out of 5 though. And number 5 is a film that it literally just, it shouts Oscar buzz. And that's why I'm surprised that everyone is falling into it so much. But don't get me wrong, I still like it. It's still entertaining. That's Green Book. Salah Ali and Viggo Mortensen, they are great in the film, for sure. They are very entertaining to watch, and they're the reason to watch this film. Yes, I know a lot of people are like, well, how did it win Best Comedy? Because, honestly, it is pretty funny with a lot of the dialogue. I never once watched it and said, you know what, this is a good drama. It doesn't work as a drama. In fact, the drama in the film, for me personally, it kind of fell flat. The comedy that is in the film, it worked, which is why I personally can defend that. But again, it's not a perfect film, and it is definitely an Oscar bait film, which is why I'm surprised so many people are jerking off to it. But that's for another story. Number 4 is a film that's not as great as the director's first film, but If Beale Street Could Talk is still a Barry Jenkins film nonetheless, and it is a good one. It's got good messages, you know, and it opens your eyes to a lot of topics that a lot of people aren't aware of. And I like this film. I do think it's a good film. Does it have some pacing issues, and does it have some overall tone issues? A little bit, but at the same time, it's still a good film, well worth your time. Number 3 is a film that it's good, not great, but it's still good, and it's got a killer final act. That's First Man. Damien Chazelle proves once again that he is a great director. He knows what to do with the camera, and I loved how he utilized film on that film, and then in the last act, he utilized IMAX cameras. Great filmmaking. Number 2 is a film that I personally love. I've been hearing some negative stuff about this film. I don't know why, because I personally think it's a great film with powerful messages. And that's BlacKkKlansman. BlacKkKlansman is such a great film. It really does have such an impact, not only on myself while watching the film, but I feel as though it's a film that can impact many people's lives. And a lot of people might even be able to relate to it. And, you know, it's just a film that hopefully can group everyone together and just kind of showcase the flaws of us as a society that were during that time period and might even still be today. So now my number 1, it's kind of cliche to say this, but this is what I personally would rank as the best film. Not of the year, because My favorite film of the year, for those of you who don't know, on my best picture, I mean, not best picture list, my top 10 list, I should say, it was Hereditary. But I know Hereditary is not going to get nominated for best picture. I also know that it probably won't get any Oscar nominations except maybe Best Actress. But this is a film that personally ranked number 4 on my list, but I loved this film so much. That's why, for this list, for the Best Picture, The Favorite, it is my favorite of the 9. The Favorite is a great film. Yorgos Lanthimos proves once again that he is such a great director with utilizing the camera and just bringing about both drama, romance, and comedy that works so well. And the 3 lead ladies, they all get equal screen time. They're all fantastic. It's easily a film that I personally would love for this film to win Best Picture. I would be completely fine with that because I love this film. But again, I'm not going to lie. Like, obviously, I'm going to be doing a list for, the Oscars, like when they actually get announced. But for now, these are the 9 films I think will get nominated for Best Picture. And I'll go a step further and say that it will end up being a 3-way race between Bohemian Rhapsody, A Star Is Born, and Green Book, which is kind of crazy. But again, or it could be Roma versus Bohemian Rhapsody, which I don't know. It's just, honestly, this year, it's weird because I remember last year when the nominations, again, I'm kind of rambling at this point, but I remember last year, and I also kind of feel like an old man at this point, but last year it was so different because I remember when the nominations, like before they were going to get announced, I remember predicting them and I remember being excited because it was like, wow, like these are all films that I either think are great or masterful. And this year, out of these 9 that I just named off, 2 of them I gave a 4.75 out of 5. That's, The Favorite and Black Klansman. The rest I either gave, from 4.25 to 3 out of 5 Bohemian Rhapsody. So it's just kind of a shame, But again, who knows? Maybe Can You Ever Forgive Me will get on this list. I hope it does because I personally really like that film. But again, this is my list of the 9 films I think will get nominated for Best Picture. Again, I'm not saying, if you haven't picked up on this, I'm not saying that I think these are the best 9 films of the year. Not at all. Not at all. I'm saying these are the films that the Academy will deem the Best Picture of the year. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. What are your predictions for Best Picture? Do you think there's going to be 8, 9, 10 Best Picture films? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Catch you guys later.